welcome to the final episode of the FIFA World Cup series that we are having, and the finals is over. It was a brilliant match. Though it was like a diesel engine. You had to put the heater on. It took some 40, 50, 60 minutes for it to actually catch up. But it was an amazing match. I don't think I have seen World Cup FIFA final. So Chanchine had never seen such a match, and even it was one of the best matches I have witnessed. It was good, and it was one thing that it was, there were two generals like Mbappe and Messi, but ultimately one had to win. There was no way, and Argentina won sudden death shootout, whatever you call it. You can't fight it, okay, corral, whatever you call it. So I would like to introduce my panel. You have been with us for the past couple of episodes of FIFA. Kabir Shetty, Senior Manager, FC Football Development. Kabir, welcome. Samir Naik, Sports Journalist for Lokmat. Samir, welcome. I think it's the first time for Samir
on screen.
On Goa 365. So double welcome.
Thank you.
And Amrit Marale, Manager Analysis. Amrit, welcome.
Thank
now, Kabir, give us a general thing before we get into the the meat of it, the nitty gritty. Give us a general about what happened, because up till I think 40, 50, Argentina was coasting.
Yeah, I think they dominated the game. The first 70 minutes, I think Argentina did.
No?
Yeah, Argentina did.
Yeah.
I think their game plan worked extremely well. I think it was a great call by the coach to play Di Maria. Start him in a game like that. It paid dividends almost immediately. Got the penalty, scored the second. It looked all good till the point where France got their penalty, and then the game completely changed. In 5 minutes, you saw the fact that France came back 2-2, and then it was all over the place. It looked like France were in control for some time. It was edge of the seat stuff. It was great to watch. It was a fantastic final. For me, personally, one of the probably the best final I've seen.
What happened is I was saying I was thinking of it just when the halftime, when the teams went in for halftime. I said, we've been discussing France was probably the best, most compact, and what happened? Whether it was nerves or what do you think?
I think Argentina just started really well. They put a lot of pressure on France, and Argentina came out extra motivated. France, I think that level of motivation was a little lower. They had been there, done that, so they weren't really going all out. And they were trying to win the game a little later, but the way Argentina started, France were put under so much pressure. They didn't really know how to react to that. Couple of goals went in, and they were shell shocked. And I think that's when the coach actually did something good. I don't know if tactically the substitutions did not change anything, but the substitutions sent a shock. First half, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you make two of your senior players you're taking out, putting two youngsters in. I think that sent a shock through the French team, and it didn't really work, but eventually they managed to claw their way back into the team. But hats off Argentina. I feel like their motivation levels, they were more prepared for this game. They came out hungry, they came out passionate, and they played the better football for large parts of the game.
And if that penalty had not come, then I think it would have ended, I think. Don't you think?
I think we would be discussing how it was another boring final.
Boring final for sure. Yeah.
Fair enough. So, Bob, सांग आता तुमच्या आता किती मरण आशिल्ले ते अर्जेंटिना पयलींच अर्जेंटिना जिखपाची आशिल्ली नाल्यार ते फ्रांस मागीर मोरॉको क्रोएशिया कितें म्हणून डिस्कशन कितें आसले
जेन्ना फायनली पावले अर्जेंटिना फ्रांस एक्चुअली गोवनांचे माइंडसेट असो आसलो की अर्जेंटिना विल ताका एक इमोशनल टच बी आसलो बिकॉज ऑफ मेसीज लास्ट वर्ल्ड कप ओके बट इन माय वेज मेसी खातीर प्रेशर चड आसलो मेसीचे मोर प्रेशर बिकॉज फ्रांसाक लूज करपाक काय नासले मेसी इज लास्ट वर्ल्ड कप एंड इज लोक एक्सपेक्ट करताले की मेसीन जिखचो आनी तो प्रेशर आसलो मेसीचेर सो इट वॉज टफ फॉर अर्जेंटिना एक्चुअली की ते हितूंतल्यान वचून फेसांतल्यान स्टार्ट इतलो बरो फर्स्ट हाफाक 2 गोल आनी दॅट टू 1 विथ मेसी सो स्टार्ट बरो आसलो सो हांगासरल्यान खंय ना खंय फ्रांस बॅकफुटार गेली स्टार्टींग ओन्ली ओके आनी फ्रांस अशी टीम आहा जी चडशे एग्रेसीव ऑन अटॅक फोकस करता बट फर्स्ट टाइम एस्टरडे दे हॅव प्लेड व्हेरी डिफेन्सिव्ह आनी लास्ट मुवमेंटार तेंच्यांनी गियर हेचेर पांय दवरलो बट तेच्या पयलीं तर सारके ते डिफेन्सिव्ह खेळले. सो एज अ डिसएडवांटेज एक्चुअली तांकां मेळ्ळो. अदरवायज दे वूड हॅव डन बेटर इन फर्स्ट हाफ.
डिफेन्सिव्ह गेलो म्हणजे नो चॉईस.
अर्जेंटिनान तो अटॅकूच तसो सेट केलेलो की तांकां आनी कांय चान्सूच दिवंक ना. बट एम्बापे तेणी सारको घामूच काडलो मेसी. एक्चुअली इट वॉज लायक मेसी वर्सीस एम्बापे इन लास्ट मुमेंट ऑल्सो. लायक बट गुड फायनल एक्चुअली. अशी फायनल जावंक जाय. नो मॅटर लायक अर्जेंटिना विन ऑर लायक फ्रांस वॉट. बट लायक अशी लायक कोण फुटबॉल प्लेयर आहा, फुटबॉल लवर आहा, तांकां असलो फायनल जाय आसता. एंड दॅट्स वॉट लायक कालची मॅच जाली तशा लेवलची जाली. एंड इट वॉज लायक फिफा. फील येतालो फिफाचो.
Now what Samit says is correct, but see, if you are a football lover, if you are a French or if you are an Argentina, this is like the type of a game where you probably got 4-5 heart attacks along.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think it was a great advertisement for the sport, as he said. I think it was a fantastic advertisement for the sport. What football is capable of. But again, I think it shows. I mean, you look at Mbappe's individual genius. He scored a hat trick in 120 minutes and still lost. So I mean, as Amrit said, I think Argentina were more complete as a team on the given day. I think they played more for each other. There was bits in the first half where you could actually see huge gaps in the midfield in France.
They were actually playing with the French.
They were able to move. That was because again, I don't think I think Deschamps also realized it. Then in 40 minutes made the change because he just wanted more bodies, more moving bodies. I think what was happening was there were a lot of static bodies for France in the first 40 minutes, and that as the change wasn't immediately effective, but I think it did help change the course of the game for sure.
Technically, what do you think? Deschamps must have said, "I'm going to shoot you guys. You better." Like, what do you think? Technically, and like, to motivate you. See, ultimately, it was motivation, not just penalty. What do you think?
I think he would have said
sort of a devil's
at the start of the game. I think he would have said, "Just give me this what you did in the semi-final."
Okay.
Or what you did in the.
But that didn't work.
No, because and I also think little bit credit to Scaloni, the Argentinian coach. He made a change. So he put Rodrigo De Paul on the right wing just to nullify Mbappe. So De Paul is usually a defensive player, plays through the center, but putting him on the wing was a very big call, and even bigger call was bringing Angel Di Maria. So Di Maria
as genius, I think.
That was a very big call, and it worked out
because they exposed France's right side, which is where Dembele didn't track back. Di Maria was able to double up. Dembele was the one who caused the foul for the penalty. So it was, I think, as he said, I think it was extremely well. It was a tactical masterclass in that terms, making the shift for the final. I mean, it would have been great if he had shut it out in 90 minutes, but
no, I don't think so.
I'm not saying as a fan. I'm saying in terms of his tactics, it would have been literally a perfect move. But at the end of the day, a single man's genius made a huge difference on the other side for France to get them back in. When the third goal went in, I thought, okay. When Messi scored the third, I was like, okay, now it's done.
Messi thought that.
I was like, now it's definitely done. And then France go and get another penalty, and then Mbappe still scores it. And he had ice in his veins. All three of his penalties, unbelievable. The goal that he scored in open play also with the ball that came over. Fantastic finish.
It was a super volley.
It
was like really under pressure right there with everybody around.
I think that is pure adrenaline. So you just now scored and you know it's coming again. Then
and he managed to press at that point.
De Paul. Now De Paul is a holding player. He's in the midfield. But that was a genius move. That was a genius. See, the spark may have been Di Maria, but this was a move where everybody knows today Mbappe is not he's not come out from the closet. Everybody knows he's got that speed. And they also know the way he brings the ball in. He'll throw the ball, he'll push it, and they know. So this was like tactically.
Incidentally, Deschamps in the last World Cup did the same thing to Argentina.
Exactly.
So he put Matuidi on the wing against Argentina, and they had a very good game. And this, I think, Scaloni has learned from that, and he is the opposite too.
Because Deschamps also, and he's been there, on both sides of he's been on the field as well as. Samir, so what do you think was the most important sort of time, not the penalty, no, the players or
but
their
like
tactics. Or
हय स्टार्टिंग तर अशें दिसलें की अर्जेंटिना विल विन लायक 2-1 2-1 or 3-1 मे बी इन सेकंड हाफ बट जसो एम्बापेन गेम केलो लास्टाक एंड ही वॉज स्टनिंग एक्सलंट म्हणजे तो स्पीड वॉज व्हेरी गुड एक्चुअली आणि हय आणि इन द एंड लायक अशें दिसूंक लागलें की खंय ना खंय तरी लायक सगळे वयता फ्रांसा सायडीन वयता ओके एंड थंय खंय एक्चुअली बिकॉज इन द अशें म्हणजे लास्ट मुमेंटार येवन इतले फुडें वचप आनी ते सुद्दां फुटबॉल सारकें लायक एक सेकंडार तो मायंडसेट इतलो कमी जाता की चल एक लास्ट मुमेंटार इतलो चेंज जालो जाल्यार रोखडेंच बॉडी लँग्वेजूय डावन जाता प्लेयराची बट ते सगळें हें करूनूय अर्जेंटिना मॅनेज टू वन दॅट इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट एक्चुअली आनी हय पळोवंक गेलें न्ही जाल्यार फूल वर्ल्ड वायड पयलीं एक्चुअली फिफा म्हणटकूच एक स्टँडर्ड असो आसला आनी इंडियन तसो फुटबॉलाचो क्रेज लायक 1-2-3 प्लेसीस सोडले जाल्यार तितलो कमी जालो ग्रासरूट लेवलार तरी बट दीस फिफा वर्ल्ड कप एज मॅनेज म्हणले सगळ्यांक तेंच्यांनी वांगडा घेवन चले इवन और पीएम एज लायक त्यांनी डिक्लेअर केले की फिफा सारखे आमी करया म्हणून अशें कोणें चिंतोंक सुद्दां नासलें सो इट वॉज लायक फिफाचो इम्पॅक्ट इतलो आसलो ह्या फावटी आनी मेन थिंग मेजर इज फूल अबाउट फिफा इज खूब सेटबॅक पळोवंक मेळ्ळे that is the actually good thing also and bad thing. Good thing setbacks like Japan was done good, South Korea, even Morocco. म्हणजे बऱ्या टिमींक हारयले तेंच्यांनी अर्जेंटिना फर्स्ट गेम ते सावथी वांगडा हारली सो थंयसरल्यान परत पीक करून तो फूल तेंचो कितें म्हणटा तो फायनल पर्यंतचो हे आसा जो तो प्रवास आहा तो पळोवंक गेलो पावरफुल नाल्यार फर्स्ट गेम हारतकूच रोखडेच मायंडसेट परत कमी जाता बॉडी लँग्वेज कमी जाता बट थंयसरल्यान मोटिवेट घेवन तितले फायनल पर्यंत पावप इज ऑल्सो व्हेरी मिन्स मास्टर पीस ओन्ली टिमीचो रोल आहात पण कोच ऑल्सो
is very important. Leadership is very important. Actually, I'll get into this leadership bit just after the small break, small commercial. Yeah, keep watching. Welcome back. Yeah, Kabir, I would like to bring you into, sort of like, see, I know the penalties were this, but what do you think that besides there was the defining moment, like when actually both Argentina and Germany pulled them, Argentina and France pulled themselves by the scruff of the neck, because I saw, like after the second goal, the Argentinians in the corner, they were like, after that goal, they were like just, trying to, play some
a little bit of games.
Yeah, major, yeah.
I would actually cite the fact that the Argentina-Netherlands game now becomes so much more important.
Yeah, that I
what they experienced. So they went 2-0 up there, conceded 2. They realized they
stand on their haunches.
But they realized that they could still win that game. So, like, I mean, if you look at it, yes, when Mbappe scored both the goals, momentum swung. There was
quite a bit.
Yeah, like everyone felt, like even he felt like France could win it. But I think there was a part of all of the Argentinian players who sort of felt that, listen, we've been here.
We've done that.
We know we can win this if we stick to the plan. And I think it was something that they were able to pull off. And I think even in the penalties, I think it's a clear sign that because they've been in that situation, Emi Martinez is a very good goalkeeper, but
he's huge.
Yeah, you're taking him to an area of strength. Penalty saving is his area of strength.
Yes.
But the other thing was his save of Koulibaly in extra time.
That was, I think,
huge save at that given point in time.
World Cup winning save.
Yeah, again.
I don't think.
And again, there you see there's a momentum shift there because 1v1, France had the chance, it's gone. Younger player missed it. I mean, Moani scored his penalty, but still, it affects the rest of the team.
Yes.
So I think that way, in a mental space, Argentina had if you look at it, small advantages there. So for me, the swing was the fact that Argentina had been in that situation before. France hadn't in this World Cup.
It's a very valid point. What do you think of it?
I think I agree with largely with what Kabir is saying, but you also have to look at some point after Messi scored that third goal, I think the game was just chaos.
Yeah, it was. The schoolboy football.
Nobody really knew what was going to happen.
And there was like tempers.
Yeah, and the two critical moments I would say in that after that thing is, one was the save, and the very last kick of the game is Mbappe. He cuts in, and if you go maybe 2 seconds more, if there's 1 second more, Argentina could be out.
Stressed.
There was some crucial moments. I think that extra time was very, very, very good. And I mean, like I was watching with my friends Andrew and Dattaraj, and one was saying Messi is going to score, one was saying Mbappe is going to score. But and watching the game, I didn't know who was going.
That's what Samir was saying, because once that momentum swung, lots of people thought France.
Yeah.
Even though I had not made a prediction, I thought like no, Argentina, because if it went to penalties, then it was Argentina. Because that Martinez is amazing.
I think it was a
goal.
Completely different level of confidence when it went down to the penalties.
Yeah, because he was like really confident.
And he knew, like even the penalty, that the second penalty, Kingsley Coman's
which
penalty,
hit and went in, but he
that was Mbappe's. But the second one, which he saved, while Kingsley Coman comes to take the penalty, the referee has kept the ball on the penalty spot. This guy takes it and he throws it.
I know that was game.
And he makes Coman go and get it. And that extra seconds, 2-3 seconds, it's thinking in your head, the pressure.
Apparently that is like it's like
emotional roller coaster. Mixed feelings.
So I mean, these as good a goalkeeper as he is, these things.
He does these things.
Dads used to do this.
The mental side of it is extremely important. And clearly,
and he knew he had made that save already. So he knew, like, okay, I made the save. I'm on top of the world. I've kept my team in the tournament. I'm going to save this. I'm sure he was convinced he is going to save it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll start with Samir on this. Samir, players of the tournament. Who are the players of the tournament? Kon actually players of the tournament? Most important, not only of these finals, of generally, but 4 to 5, because I want to go into the players of future also. But 4 to
okay, first team means youngest player, like
youngest.
But overall. Maka impressive display te Yasin of Morocco. He's done fabulous work for Morocco, and je Morocco cho हे असलो full तेतूंतल्यान like 90% was तेजो यासिनाचोच हे आसलो भितन गेम, तेजी फूल गेम पयली आहे, टू गुड. तेज्या भायर तसो पळोवंक गेलो जाल्यार आतां मेसी आसलो, मेसीच्या हेतून आसलो, पण इम्प्रेस केलें म्हाका एम्बापेन, because Mbappe had done like his second World Cup, and he's done like overall 12 goals, and Messi's 5th World Cup and 13 goals. Okay, so Mbappe bright future फुडें, almost आनी 2 World Cup तरी तो आरामात खेळटलो. Of course 23 years old. So Mbappe माझ्या खातीर खूब इम्पॉर्टंट आसलो, आनी अशें दिसतालें की इफ अर्जेंटिना जिखता जाल्यार एम्बापेक गोल्डन बूट मेळूंक जाय, इफ फ्रांस जिखता जाल्यार मेसीक तरी गोल्डन बूट मेळूंक जाय. सो इट वॉज लायक तेंका दोगांकूय इक्वल ट्रिटमेंट मेळपाची, असो म्हाजो तरी आसलो.
सावदी
हय, म्हणजे तेंच्यांनी ओवरऑल टीम पळयली जाल्यार बेस्ट काम, म्हणजे तेंच्यांनी हय स्पेन, इवन दीस हेजे कडेन हे केल्ले तेंच्यांनी स्पेन, म्हणजे तरी स्पेनाक मोरोकोन हारयल्लो 3-0. ओके, तो एक मेजर हे आसलो, कित्याक स्टार्टींग जेन्ना वर्ल्ड कप स्टार्ट जाल्ले तेन्ना ऑल वर लायक अर्जेंटिना, पोर्तुगाल, स्पेन, इंग्लंड, ब्राझील हेंचें नांव आसलें लोकां कडेन, आनी हेंकांच वळखताले लायक. आनी बट मोरोको आनी सावदी बी लायक अशें म्हणटाले की सावदीक लायक दे आर होस्टींग, सो तेंकां चान्स पडला, अदरवायज तेंचे कडेन काय ना असो स्टार्टींग. बट जेन्ना अर्जेंटिनाक तेंच्यांनी हारयले, अशें दिसूंक लागलें की खंय ना खंय दीस वर्ल्ड कप इज टोटली डिफरंट. म्हणजे इवन ब्रह्मानंद शंकवाळकर म्हाका उलयतना तेणी हय ना बट तेणी उलयतना ओवरऑल अशें सांगलेलें की कतार क्लायमेट तेंचे थंयसरले हे सगळे टोटली डिफरंट. सो भायर खेळटाना आनी कताराक खेळटाना तो हय तो खूब फरक प्लेयरांचेर येतलो. इट्स नॉट अबाउट नेम एंड फेम, इट्स ऑल अबाउट फुटबॉल, हाव द प्लेयर्स वील बी प्लेईंग एट दॅट मोमेंट, दॅट वील बी मॅटर मोस्ट. आनी तेच दिसून येयलें फूल Qatar football World Cup.
I don't think the conditions played too much of a thing here. But what basically Samir has gone part way. Big top influences of the tournament. Both.
For me, a hidden one that a lot of people didn't see coming was Enzo Fernandez and
That's what I was-
McAllister for me.
Yeah.
I think he,
Alistair was.
I mean, he plays for Brighton in the Premier League. But his performance during this entire World Cup has been
Brighton, he's Real Madrid thing, yeah. He's
No, I think McAllister, the way he's been playing over the last 6 months,
months,
has
yeah.
been next level. Like whether for his team, Brighton also, and whether for national team is just
he
next.
should. I think he's going to move here.
yeah. I mean, there'll be a lot of movement on the Argentina side for sure. I don't. Yeah.
I think the two Spanish fellows, Gavi and Pedri,
Yeah.
teenagers,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
they play. I mean, that's.
No, I want to go in the youth little later. I want to get the guys, already the elite.
I mean, we've spoken about them,
Yeah.
no? The Modriches. And this I think is a World Cup where we're seeing the sunset,
Of many.
And the sunrise of a few.
Yeah, so
I
it's-
want to get into specific.
If you look at Modric, the Croatian team in general, I think if you
Yeah,
take
I think
body,
70% is going out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
75, I
For
think.
sure.
Same.
Yeah.
Even Morocco.
yeah,
Morocco have a
50%.
slightly older squad. Yeah.
Neymar is a big question mark.
Yes.
I know he was injured,
Yeah.
but will he be back in the next
For the
tournament?
next World
He
Cup.
lost his motivation.
No, I think this is probably his best year in his history of his career.
Yeah, he's played
But
very well.
he is still Brazilian, and Brazilians, they develop footballers every other day.
Yeah,
It's a bus route, it's like.
Literally.
So you don't know about that. Neymar will happen, and Cristiano, of course, is he's
Going
going.
World Cup.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Germany wise, Toni Kroos,
Toni Kroos.
Manuel Neuer. There's this big list of them that might not be there.
Even Germany, I
In
think,
the
is
next
in
World
a
Cup.
transition.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
this World Cup was in transition.
It's a
course, yeah,
transition.
yeah,
And
yeah.
England also to a certain extent.
England, I think.
averagely younger squad.
Yeah,
so
very
I
youngest
think
team.
They would have a lot more repeaters that would come unless performance based.
But of course, like you can also look at their record goal scorer. Harry
Yes,
Kane is
yeah.
the highest ever
Yes,
scorer.
yeah.
Will he come back in the next?
He's not that old. Yeah.
He's not that old.
Late
but-
20s.
But he's late 20s. But you're hoping that England develop more players to come through.
Let's not
Uh,
get into
So that's the.
Yeah, but absolutely, yes, absolutely. Because technically England always had a good game, but I don't know.
Yeah, but finally now you're seeing. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but you are definitely seeing better performances from the England squad.
Yeah.
for sure. Before there was a lot of names, but now there's actually performances related.
The
to it.
exciting talent is there also.
Yeah, they have Jude Bellingham, they have
That's what I thought.
Bukayo Saka. I think very, very exciting
Saka is
prospects.
good.
Phil Foden.
Phil Foden. Now the big prospect. Their goalkeepers, they have actually all three of them are very good that they have with them. So yeah, I mean, they're very exciting
Young
squad.
guys, who you think future, starting with Mbappe because he's only 23.
Yeah.
He's already second over a hat trick.
Yeah, I mean, so the-
cool as like a cucumber.
Yeah.
Ice, yeah. The guy was ice, man. For
Yeah,
the
he is.
penalties. Shoot.
The average, I mean, the 60% of the France squad would go into for me, the upcoming players that are going to come up by the next World Cup. I mean, you
But
have,
Dembele was a disappointment. I thought he had the speed, but like I don't know what was he doing.
yeah, but then you have
But he only got
Colomani.
30 minutes to
Yeah.
play
No,
also.
but
Yeah.
he's got 30 throughout almost all the games.
Yeah, I know, but giving him a start and then not performing. So
Yeah,
then,
He's-
so-
yeah,
But then you look at Colomani, you look at the guy who came on. They had Kamavinga who came on, who's again 19 plays in Real Madrid.
Yeah.
You have Tchouaméni who started, who's again 19, 20. So they have averagely very young squad, and I think most of them are big stars to come. And of course, his pick for the World Cup, Julian Alvarez. I think.
No, Enzo Alvarez. Yeah, I know your pick, but for me, he was the back. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the back. Because I know he's not in the finals,
Yeah.
but he was. The guy was shit.
Yeah.
He-
I don't
he-
know, anyway, sorry.
And
go
the,
ahead.
the thing that people don't talk about Alvarez too much is because he's playing behind the world's best striker.
Yeah.
as well.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Haaland is a different beast.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if Haaland wasn't there, then we'd be speaking a lot more about
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alvarez.
No, but I'm not saying Alvarez. Alvarez he's brilliant. He's like probably already elite, and he's going
Yeah.
to become even better
For sure,
with
yeah.
experience and age and all that.
Yeah.
I was talking about Guardiola,
Guardiola.
Guardiola, the back, the Croatian
centre
For
back.
me,
He's
he was
also going to
the
be.
pick of the tournament.
Yeah.
He was. See, I know Messi taught him a few things, but he did everything right. He couldn't have done anything more. That was genius.
He literally had 40 seconds
Yes.
bad in the World Cup. That's
Literally.
it.
And
Yeah.
not from doing anything wrong.
Wrong, exactly. It was
Like,
genius
as a
of it.
coach, you guys
Yeah.
are, technical side coaches. You all would have told him to do exactly that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's, yeah.
But then Messi is Messi.
Yeah. That bit
If
of
it was
magic,
anybody else, I think would have probably
that
told
bit of
him.
magic you can't account
You
for.
cannot.
So,
It's tough.
It's
But
unfortunate.
I would not be very surprised to see Guardiola coming back in the next tournament with a captain's armband.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
I think
so?
after Luka Modric leaves this team, I think Guardiola is the
Yeah.
Because he orchestrated the back line.
for
Yeah.
sure. And if you look at the rest of the team, so Vida, Sosa, Lovren, they're all a little older.
All-
Yeah.
So I think Guardiola, and if you don't have
Kovacic,
okay, like Kovacic and Brozovic will probably play the next tournament,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
don't think they are captaincy
Yeah.
material. So I think Guardiola, though,
Would be a lot
with his
more.
stature,
yeah.
with his performances.
Ramos,
Yeah, he's an interesting
Cristiano
pick.
Ronaldo's
Yeah,
replacement.
yeah.
Would he be? Can he be?
I
Possibly?
think he definitely has the attributes to be.
Potential.
Yeah, he has the potential and the
There's a
attributes to be in the top five in
Potential
the
and
world.
final.
I think there are two
Of
bigger
course.
names in that team. So
Yeah.
one is Joao Felix, of
Yeah,
course.
Joao
Yeah,
Felix.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
still young.
He
Yeah,
is
he's
still
good.
young. He's still 21. I think
Yeah,
he's going to be huge. And the other one is Rafael Leao.
Leao, yeah.
Leao is good, but striker out and out.
I think he
I think
will-
Leao can play centre forward for sure. I don't think he was given the opportunity. He's got again the attributes and the technical qualities is definitely there with him. So yeah.
And they have like I don't know about centre. I think you're right. I don't know about whether he'll be a out and out centre forward in a
Striker,
World Cup.
yeah.
But
Striker, I don't know.
as a
Midfielder.
kind of like an Mbappe, you know,
Like playing off the left or
yeah.
playing off the right.
it doesn't matter in
Yeah.
modern football where you
Where
start.
you get, as long as you get your goals. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Samir,
Hi,
you're player of the
actually
tournament.
चांगला
Except Mbappe and Messi.
no एम्बापे आणि मेसी ना बट मार्टिनेज हॅड डन व्हेरी गुड म्हणजे त्याच्या खातीर वर्ल्ड कप जिंकला अर्जेंटिना ऍक्च्युअली इट्स नॉट अबाउट मेसी अँड ही हॅव सेव्ड मेनी गोल्स ऍक्च्युअली
Yeah, yeah,
आणि
yeah.
बरो परफॉर्मन्स बट आता पर्सनल वचत जाल्यार आय विल गो विथ मॉड्रिच लुका मॉड्रिच
Yes, guys, it was very, very interesting, and probably again, as we repeat, probably the best finals I've seen. The best World Cup finals, though, that goes without saying, but one of the best
No
finals we've seen. And long final, penalty, had the best of everything. Had some little, rough,
Yeah, that
tough,
the
everything.
individual performances and
Also,
team performances.
Everything,
So, yeah.
everything. Yeah. Thanks, Kabir.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks very, very much for keeping me company, keeping us company on this tour. Amrit, Samir, thank you, and for the others who came Ajay and all earlier. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
This was very interesting. World Cup, beautiful. FIFA. Now we will be discussing this as this could have happened, should have happened, while we wait for the next World Cup. Thank you, guys. Thank you, and keep watching Goa 365.